When we think of Mississippi, we think of magnolias, mockingbirds, B.B. King and the Delta Blues, and hot summer days. But there's something else to think about. Bigfoot, or Sasquatch as the Indians call it. Reports go back hundreds of years, collected in such databases as the GCBRO, Bigfoot Encounters, the late Bobby Short's website and database, and the BFRO. Now, while this state may not be one of the top 5, there are still reports coming from the isolated forests and swamps. The earliest report comes from 1721 from Natchez, from a Frenchman, Pierre-François Xavier de Charlevoix, on Christmas Day, describing a monstrous beast. The first night I lay in the settlement, there happened a great alarm about 9 o'clock in the evening. Upon asking the reason of it, I was told there was in the neighborhood a beast of an unknown species, of an extraordinary bulk, and whose cry did not in the least resemble that of any known animal. Nobody, however, could say he had seen it, and they formed a judgment of its size entirely from its strength. It had already carried off some sheep and calves and worried some cows. I told those who gave me this account that an estranged wolf might very well have done all this, and that, as to its cry, people were deceived in those matters every day. I could persuade nobody. They still would have it that it was some monstrous beast. It was heard again, and everyone ran out armed with what he could find, but it was to no purpose. Pierre-François Xavier de Charlevoix, S.J., letter 30th of the Natchez, December 25th, 1721. Those who are skeptical of the reports here in the Magnolia State should know that there are 480,000 acres of forest here, which seems to be plenty of cover. And plenty of food and water resources. Many large and small animals, fish and fowl, and edible plant life are available to large animals, such as the Sasquatch is. There are also many waterways, rivers, and lakes to provide fresh water for large animals. More recently, in September 2014, Vicksburg paranormal investigator David Childers looked into a footprint found in the Vicksburg area by air conditioner repairman Peyton Laster. A cast was taken of this single footprint, and it measured 9 inches long by 6 inches wide. It appears to be perhaps more bear-like, but also a bit human-like as well. It also appeared to have possible dermal ridges. Is it a hoax? Who knows? Childers had a sighting the previous November in an abandoned playground, and this track was found about 400 yards away. This case may not be what determines if Bigfoot calls the Magnolia State home, but there is a rich history. So, to quote the classic movie The Legend of Boggy Creek, keep a sharp eye on the woods, and you may see a large creature watching you from the shadows.